is important, not only because many of these species are beautiful or can provide economic benefits for us in the future, but because they provide us with many valuable services. These organisms provide control for crop pests and diseases and offer a vast genetic library from which we can withdraw many useful items. An extinction of a species could potentially mean the loss of a cure for cancer or a new antibiotic drug. Each living animal may have values yet undiscovered. There are over 1,000 animal species that are endangered at varied levels across the world today. 81 species of animals are considered extinct or critically endangered, as well as endangered or vulnerable. Presently, there are 38 known species of mammals that are extinct. However, of them, there are some that are kept in captivity, with scientists trying to save them from going extinct. The saddest fact is that human activities are bringing an ever-increasing decline in the number of animal species. While numerous species have gone into extinction and belong to the museums of the world, there are still many that are endangered as of today, that are slowly moving towards being extinct. There are animal activists around the world who are making every attempt to save these species, but each individual should have a role in preservation. Today, I will be talking about 3 specific critically endangered animals: the most endangered cat in the world, the Amur leopard; the most endangered whale, the northern right whale; and an animal with a stunning population of only around 30, the Javan rhinoceros. The Amur leopard has a dwindling population of only around 30 individuals to be known alive today, according to the World Wildlife Fund. First documented in 1857, the Amur leopard flourished in Asia, most prominently in China and Korea. Now, the handful of survivors are in the Far East region of the Russian forests. Differing from other leopard subspecies by having a thicker coat and more vivid spots and patterns, they weigh on average between 90 and 100 pounds, and with stunning abilities, the Amur leopard is known to run close to 40 miles an hour, jump 19 feet horizontally, and up to 10 feet vertically. Also differing with other large feline breeds, the male leopard is known to stay with the females after mating and possibly even help rear the young. Due to large deforestation and poaching, the breed's numbers have dwindled dramatically over the last century. In 1999, Forest Park rangers found 2 Amur leopard hides for sale in a small Asian town, ranging up to $1,000. Poached largely for their luxurious coats, the breeds find themselves struggling for repopulation based on easily accessed forests for illegal hunters that also poach their major food sources. In 2012, Russia declared a new plan to help the world's rarest cat. They created a newly protected area called the Leopard National Park, and with over 650,000 acres, the park contains the breeding grounds and nearly all of the Amur leopard species, as well as other endangered animals. The Russian government decided to take action to protect these amazing animals. I believe with strict protection, the Amur leopard could make a comeback and be able to flourish again like they once did. The second animal that I would like to introduce you to is the rarest whale on Earth. A striking specimen of beauty and grace, the northern right whales are fighting for their lives every day from illegal whaling and destructive shipping traffic. The northern right whale received that name for one purpose. Right whale meant it was the right whale to hunt. They are naturally slower and more docile than most whales, and they rarely show fear for humans or boats, and are commonly seen remarkably close to the North American coastline. Reaching up to 60 feet in length and weighing up to 230,000 pounds, the whale's body is made up of high amounts of blubber. With low density, the whales consequently float once they are killed, which makes them an even more popular whale to hunt based on the decreased amount of work it takes to harvest their meat and oil. According to Wikipedia, humans have been responsible for 48% of the 73 documented mortalities of the northern right whale since the 1970s. Ship collisions and entanglement in fishing gear proved to be strong reasons for lack of repopulation. Despite whale protection since the early 30s, no population growth has been reported for this extraordinary species. Out of their 30-year lifespan, they typically only breed twice to 3 times in their life, and fishing entanglement proves harder for the smaller whale calves. Changing the shipping traffic and mass commercial fishing in their breeding areas would significantly help this dying breed. Only 300 left in the planet, the northern right whale is an animal that helps sustain balance in our oceans. The last animal that I would like for you to think about is largely known as the rarest large mammal on Earth, according to Wikipedia. With less than 30 in existence today and none in captivity, the Javan rhinoceros is on the brink of extinction. Once the most prominent rhinoceros species in all of Asia, they currently only survive in Java, Indonesia. Vietnam's La Chavan rhinoceros was poached in 2010. Dark gray in color and only having one horn, they strongly resemble their closely related black rhinoceros. A major difference between them and other rhinos is their horn importance in Chinese medicine. The Chinese believes that Javan's rhino's horn can heal anything from a fever to cancer and bring significant wealth and prosperity to the beholder's life. With strong poaching still existing today, as well as natural disasters occurring in Indonesia, the Javan rhinoceros are fighting the odds. Even with all the conservation efforts, the prospects for their survival are grim. Because the population is restricted to one small area, they are very susceptible to disease and the problems of inbreeding. Conservation geneticists estimate a population of 100 rhinos would be needed to preserve the genetic diversity of this species, according to the 2007 edition of the New York Times. The animals that I have just informed you about are in dire need. Steps need to be taken by humanity to ensure the repopulation of these animals, as well as thousands more that are currently endangered. According to the World Wildlife Fund, 200 to 2,000 animals become extinct every year. We have currently lost 97% of our wild tigers in the last century alone. The possibility of the extinction of these amazing animals needs to be prevented. As human beings sharing the planet with these great creatures, we should all be held accountable for spreading awareness and preservation of all species, including the Amur leopard, the northern right whale, and the Javan rhinoceros. And now you show him my audience. Thank you.